Hello,
Hey,
my name is Carlos.
my name's Justice.
This is Indie Night,
Indie Night.
and we're currently going to play a game called Dungeon Explorer. This is a prototype, so basically it was made for a university project, developed in a week, made by Unity, and basically we're just see what he can improve upon, what he's done right, and it looks like so far at least he's done pretty good.
Ew. That was pretty nice of you, man. That's the first time I ever heard you say what he's done right. You usually go for what he's done wrong.
There's no
Anyway,
title screen.
oh,
That is the one thing I don't like.
that is true.
Okay, the movement's a bit weird because there's a bit of a sliding mechanism.
He got wobbly legs.
Yeah, so at least that's a bit odd to me. It should be more straightforward. Just stop.
Is there no sound?
I believe there's no sound.
Well, that's disappointing.
But hey, this is, you know, a project. I mean, I can get that, but that being said, it's definitely
Okay, so we got a key.
yep. And
Can you interact with those candles?
no, can't do anything with these. I mean, I don't think so. Nope. Yeah, you can walk over it. But yeah, definitely you can definitely tell this is a prototype.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously when it comes to game making, it takes.
Can you jump?
No, you can dash.
Oh, okay.
Dash. So definitely there. I want to see the game, like the actual gunplay or the fighting.
Yes.
So.
You died.
Oh, you have to dash over it.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I'd asked you.
Yeah. So another thing here is like, with no presentation of what the controls are in the game, no one would guess that.
That's true.
I mean, they try around at some point, but they get fed up at some point.
Which is why I'm stressing that I don't know. I feel like that should be direction at like in game design classes. I know I'm just some guy, but I feel like that is the most important thing you could stress to a new developer, that if you don't have presentation when you're doing these things for the game jam, maybe because you're with other people who are trying to learn and things of that nature, but when you're actually putting it out, give something. And I don't mean just like something like on a separate document or whatever, like inside the game, that at least just tells you the title menu, having options there. What are you choosing, Carlos?
I guess the only thing that makes sense here. Sword.
That's interesting. All right, they did well with that. I like the animation for that.
Yeah, the only thing is, right, it's that when I was struggling right there with the whole jumping across, and I don't know why. And I'm guessing 10 is the maximum HP in this game.
Yes.
It doesn't tell me that, but it just says 10 health.
You're about to get messed up, I feel, when you go over there. So good luck.
Yeah, unless I can go for... Hold on.
Ranged?
Yeah. Okay, this is more...
That's a spear.
Spear.
Go for that.
There we go. All right, so...
Yep.
Definitely I can just be right here, and there you go. Problem solved. I don't have to, worry about getting hit.
Not at all. I feel like with the rest of the quality of the game, the blasts from the magic could have looked a little bit better instead of just a red circle.
But then, that being said, it's been a week. Of course, in terms of this game in general, I mean, I can only speak from Game Maker Studio.
Yeah.
I mean, Unity may be a bit harder. I mean, it definitely does take more programming knowledge in that realm. But at least creating this, at least the way it works, probably takes about a day or two for me. But at least in terms of, I would have appreciated more like sound.
Yeah.
Sound's a big thing.
Grab your weapon and go to the other side.
Yeah, so sound is one thing. Definitely when it comes to feeling like a Binding of Isaac kind of thing here. If you don't want me to cheat the system here, right? I can just grab that mage,
and just start
ending them all, right?
I mean, if they had health, it'd be a different story.
So yeah, definitely. I mean, I like the cute animations. They're nice.
Do they keep spawning in?
Yeah, they do spawn in for some reason.
Which is good. I mean, I don't think they would really overwhelm you unless you got like reckless. But
yeah, so definitely, I think the biggest thing here.
Are you getting your score for killing a certain number of them?
No, I'm getting it from the coins.
Okay, that's your score.
So you can see that these guys just killed themselves.
Yeah.
They just ran to me. So if I wanted, I can just do that, and then there you go. So definitely there'd be a limit to what they can do.
Now, what I will say here is that they're like, if that was an enemy that was stupid, then sure. I mean, that seems like tactics to me because I'm looking at it from that viewpoint. But I get what you're saying on that. I don't know. That's a little. I mean, it depends on what kind of enemy it is, though. I can get what you're saying.
Yeah, so definitely, I mean, it's a unique enemy where it speeds off to you. The only thing is, since I'm located right here,
yes,
in this vicinity, I wish there may have been locked on. Like if I went in, it locks me in until all the enemies are defeated. Or until I grab all the objectives, the keys. But without that, this, me be able to just do that, as well as using the mage, using this, I can easily beat the game in seconds.
I mean, they weren't difficult, but you don't exactly have to get into too much danger. And I don't think, do they hurt you?
They do.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like right here. It hurts, and it pushed me off. You can see I'm now stuck.
You glitched it.
I'm glitched it. So, so yeah, this is what happens when we're beta testing or alpha testing. I mean, realistically, this is an alpha.
This is actually
concept.
If we want to talk about it, this is actually our first glitch, I think.
Yeah.
That we've come across in the game.
Where it's not intentional.
Yeah, it's true.
So you can see that it just when I got on it, it picked me off. And usually in these scenarios, you want to be kicked off to the front, to the so wherever your location was beforehand.
Yeah.
So that
that's a thing you can program in.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's always something you can program. But because if you see, it just pushed me on the right side, so now I'm stuck inside this inside here.
Yes.
So I can't really finish the game.
You're real trapped, bro.
And there was the boss fight, I'm guessing, right there.
Well, I mean, let's restart and get back to this part.
Yeah, so I just press R because I remember from what the guy told me. So definitely that's a good thing. He had to reset because he knew this would happen. It seems it's just flames. I like the flames.
Yes, the flames are decent.
But
I see the enemy types.
I do see the enemy types here.
We don't have a weapon.
I do not have a weapon. That is correct.
Because you reset.
I guess they're just not going to do anything.
No, these are a different type of enemy.
Okay, I got you. So
and you can't go back.
Yeah, so definitely, as a prototype, the concept's there. And the only thing I can say is that you need a title screen. You need the controls displayed on the title screen, or make a tutorial with those controls. Definitely reduce this friction, because while it does make it a bit fluid,
you feel a little like you're not in control.
Yeah. And in this case, where the enemies are doing this, it feels like one of those impossible games where you have to do the whole moving around, not getting hit. But that being said, it doesn't really present much of a challenge. But yeah, there definitely there's a lot of things you can do. Oh, there you go. Oh, I reset it. But I'm trying to figure out if it's just me needing to get the key and then I win. Because if that's the case, I mean that shouldn't be it. But yeah, I can. Let me see if I can just destroy them. Yep. So definitely, since they're just a one tap.
Those coins, bro.
The coins.
Yeah, it's wigging me out that they're not making a noise.
Yeah.
I just realized that about that. And sound design is really the hardest thing to do at first. He had the key.
Yeah, and look at that. Look at that one. That one's aggroed. But you can see that it's stuck because it can't go around this corner right here. So yeah, definitely I could just do that.
He has a key too.
So definitely the big monsters are having the keys in this one, which is nice. It's definitely different than just me just going to a room. But I mean, honestly, I mean, there's a lot of kind of games like
I
this.
got the keys, the keys, the keys.
There's a lot of kind of games like this where I just don't feel. Um, oh, okay.
And
Where
your score is reset.
yeah, so it's
You died.
so definitely it's not something I really love.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm glad he's trying. I mean, this
Yeah.
is
No, I mean for
university
like
1 week.
like honestly, in 1 week making this is really good. What I would say here is that presentation, 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 and then just tweaking. Yeah, I mean, really, and like just like someone once said when I was in a game design course back in college, you know, really, as long as you have your concept and you have the groundwork, everything else is just minor tweaking, just making sure certain things are working and are together. Because once you have that, you're in the clear on in most ways, you know. So like if he just polish, it's polish is what I'm saying. So the rest is polish. So he just needs to polish up that movement mechanic, polish up some of that enemy. That's icy, but polish up some of that some of the movement, you know, some of the fighting mechanics,
Oh man, I have to restart the whole thing.
the monster AI, then he'll be in the then they will be in the clear in all aspects because you've got good art. You know, it brings you in.
He did say he was using packs, so
Oh, that's true.
but that being said, I mean, it's a good use of the packs.
Yes. It's just that in that sort of makes me question it a little bit as well because if you were using packs and you didn't have to worry about the art as much when you were making this, you could have taken a little bit more time to just get some of the monster AI together just a little bit better than this. Am I wrong when saying that?
Not necessarily. I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, what takes the most time in is making the game work.
Yeah.
Like you can put the pictures, right there. It's easy.
Yeah.
Realistically, it comes down to programming and, of course, making sure everything is working together.
Yeah.
Like I can see, like I get to bounce for some reason. Like you see how much this dash goes. Um, but yeah, there's definitely something weird going on. But that being said, um, I don't think I don't think this game, I don't think this game really uh is done. I mean, it's not
Uh-huh.
supposed to be done. Um, but I think there should have been a bit more work on it, even within a week's worth of time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's being given like 30 minutes,
At
10
a time
minutes, an
or how long
hour,
he was.
days.
And I feel like with whatever time he had with this, he can definitely do endless amounts of things with what he's already done because like if he's got these kind of chops, I can only imagine what like giving him a longer time period and much more resources he could do uh, with all that he's done so far. Really, what it is just about once you have those building blocks that he has, you can start shaping stories around this. You can start shaping different NPCs. Maybe there's a lot you could do, and we've reached the two, I guess, levels that we've had it,
I mean, the
and
5 levels.
five, and
So definitely a bit lackluster for just a little screen that says player
I
one wins.
I won't say that I'm leaving this upset, but I'm also not leaving this excited either. I am very milk toast about this. I am very like neutral about this game right now. If some stuff was going on, I would have gotten more excited. But here's the thing: this is so like neutral to me in terms of things because it's like it. On one hand, you've got a really good showing. You got the fireworks, but the substance is what I'm really gonna need. The polish is where I'm really gonna need for this to get a recommendation from me. Again, perfect thing to show what you can do with a game educationally. As a game itself, there's just too much similarities to everything else I've already seen.
Yeah, because And another thing is that when I press the R button,
Uh,
it's not really a reset button. It's all it is. I mean,
I mean,
actually, it is a
it's a
reset
full
button,
reset.
but the only thing is that it gets me to the last spot, but my health is still the same. And the enemies do spawn the right way, so I'm assuming because I thought it was like just spawn back to the last location, but apparently all it is that you didn't program it to be, you know, 10 HP or the default. So that being said, also the coin, the score system makes no sense to me. At least there is no incentive. If it was like a store, I guess, then it would make sense to get the coins. But for me, I mean, I can just grab the keys and that's all. Um, so definitely, uh, good presentation, at least in terms of the concept, with 1 week's worth of time. But definitely, I think at least sound should have been in there, um, as well as
Because sound will alter an experience that I found. Like, had those there have been monsters, having those different sounds, it would have really changed up the experience from this. Because without sound, it just feels like a school project, and not undercutting that at all. What you've done here is good. What I'm saying here is that the polish is now what you need to do, and you can make this even better. So, I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it a recommend to the students, but I'm going to say pass it to the people who are just trying to find a game right now to play.
yeah. Well, that is it. That's for Indie Night.
Indie night.